Hello, my beautiful angels, and welcome back to the Heart Space Atelier podcast. My name is Henry. I'm your host. I'm so excited that you are here spending time with me today. So, look at this. Look at the setup. Look at this background. I am deep in Mother Nature's heart. It is so beautiful here. I cannot believe it. Everything is so incredibly green. I needed this so much. You have no idea. If you didn't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm currently visiting family and I am taking a much needed vacation from work, from running my jewelry brand, from hustling like crazy, and I am just sitting here having the time of my life. But I know for a fact that what I want to share with you today deeply brews within my heart, and I couldn't wait anymore. So I really wasn't going to record anything this week. I was just going to let myself flow. But I would say for the last week or so, I got this mental download that I need to share this now. I need to let you guys in on what I have been brewing up, and I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be inspired by what I brewed up for you. I created a free, juicy, abundant summer challenge for you, which this episode is basically all about today. I'm going to be talking with you about this summer challenge I created. It is a 4-week-long journey. By the way, if I'm looking down, I have my iPad here and the notes are just staring at me, wanting to be read. I'm very excited to get into this because I will be participating in the challenge as well. Which, by the way, this may be all over the place. Like, I'm just really not somebody that is like, hi, this is my challenge, and like everything is like super professional and shit like that. Like, it's not really my vibe. I want to bring a homey feeling and participate in the challenge as well because I'm in desperate need of it. So 2 major key points right off the bat. The Free and Flow Summer Challenge. What is it about? This challenge is about returning the fuck home to yourself. Returning to flow state. Because I realized something, especially in the collective this year, with all of the things that have been going on, the fire horse year that started this winter, and just a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of taking action. We need to make sure that we remain in a state of flow whilst we continue working towards our dreams. And I recently had this experience where I was hustling a lot. I didn't really take any breaks. I really didn't take any days off of work, even on the weekends. And it really, really came down to a point where I was like, oh my goodness, fuck, like, I need to slow down. And so I did that. That is also basically the reason why I'm sitting here today, why I decided to take a week off, even though I'm still recording this, but I'm not really counting this as like a work, because my work is my passion, is my soul, is my creativity, so I'm not gonna restrain myself from recording when I feel the deep need to do it. But I came to a point where I was like, I need flow. I mastered the structure shit, but I need flow. And to me, like my whole life, I have been in only one of these baskets. For a long time, I was only in flow state, and I was really missing structure in my life. Then came this year, especially, when there was so much structure, so much hustling. By the way, guys, it is so windy, but I refuse to go inside because it's just so beautiful. So if the mic is picking anything up that is unfortunate for the ears to hear, I'm sorry. So for this year especially, I have set the intention to release force and to release too much structure, because I also realize about myself, I'm somebody, I need to keep some space for divine creativity, for surrendering, for flowing, for doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I need to keep space for that, otherwise I suffer. You know, like I want the best of both worlds. I want a juicy, soul-led, heart-fulfilling structure while also keeping space for some beautiful flowy shit. And I was thinking about this, like, shall I make a course about this, or like, should I create another workshop? But I was like, no. I want to share this with you for free because it's straight from my heart. Like, I want you to have the same experience. I want you to grow along with me. I want us to go on a little juicy journey together because I feel it deeply in the collective. Like, it is so needed to have this juicy, healthy balance of flow and structure. That is why I created the Free and Flow course. Oh my goodness. I am uploading this podcast episode about this challenge on July 9th, but I will be kicking off the challenge with you guys on Monday, 13th of July. Okay? It's a couple of days from now if you're listening to this episode the day I'm posting it. But also, you can start this challenge anytime. Like, there's no fucking restrictions. You do not have to wait. You can start it on a Sunday. You can start it on a random Wednesday. I don't care when you're starting, because just you starting is enough. You do not need to wait for a special date. You do not have to wait until shit like Mercury retrograde is over or some shit like that. Like, don't limit yourself. And this goes with anything in life. Don't wait. So in this challenge, we have 4 daily juicy focuses that I would love for you to devote yourself to. Starting the challenge and finishing the challenge, and honestly forevermore, because these things are fucking juicy. The number one thing that we will be devoting ourselves to in this challenge is joyful morning presence. Choose one mindful morning practice, okay? And I need you to, like, I don't fucking care if you do any of the other shit, like this thing, the joyful morning presence. Please devote yourself to it, because this is, like, for me, the most effective. When I started some juicy, flowy, creative, mindful activities in the morning, every morning, literally for the past few years in my life has shifted tremendously. So I am begging you, even if you are somebody that has to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go to work, I'm begging you to wake up 5 minutes earlier. Or when you do your skincare, when you do your makeup, to infuse magic into that, okay? And for this joyful morning presence practice, what I need you guys to do throughout this whole Free and Flow challenge, you have to do one thing in the morning that sparks fire within your soul. Whether that's meditation, a walking meditation, whether that's doing yoga, journaling, painting, creating, making your coffee with as much presence as you possibly can have in that moment. It really doesn't matter what it is, but it needs to give yourself some space in the morning, because essentially that is what is going to set your day. And we want to flow, we want to surrender, we want to invite as much freedom, the feeling of freedom, as possible into the next 4 weeks. And the best thing you can do in order to get there is by giving the universe, giving your life a time slot in the morning where things flow, where you don't just go straight to your phone. This is strictly forbidden in the next 4 weeks of this challenge. It is forbidden to go on your phone first thing in the fucking morning. If that happens once, you have to start the challenge again. I do not care. I'm so strict with this. I understand phone addictions, but what I do not understand is people going onto their phone first thing in the morning. That is some loser. Are you like a little sad, depressed gnome? What are you doing? Like, yes, it's an addiction, but it's embarrassing. Like, wasting your most precious time of the day, which is the morning. It sets the whole foundation for your day. And then you're surprised why you're depressed, why you feel super anxious. And the first thing you do, you roll over like a little raccoon, and then, phone. Bam. 90 minutes of your life lost. Like, are you insane? So, I swear to you, this is the only strict rule of this challenge. If that happens throughout the next 4 weeks, I will notice. And I will kindly, strictly ask you to restart the challenge. So the number 2 thing of the Free and Flow challenge that I would love for you guys to devote to every day is finding a mundane magic moment. And this is very easy. Just go through your day, every day, find one thing that you would normally choose to be distracted over. For example, like when you have lunch, when you have dinner, when you do your skincare or your makeup, or when you're taking the public transport. Like, choose one of these mundane as fuck tasks that you have to do daily and turn it into an event where you are the most present version of yourself. Or at least you try to be, because if you're not used to it, your thoughts will like flow like a very fast river. But I need you to get used to that, because the more you get used to it, the more magical life is going to become, and the more childlike wonder you will experience in life again if you give yourself more space. And if you haven't noticed already, like, this course is very much deeply inspired by giving yourself presence, giving yourself space. It is like a spiritual decluttering. Now, the third daily thing I need you guys to do is find your flow. Find your creative flow. Do one thing every day that is going to move your inner creativity. So, I wrote down a list of what you can do. Painting, writing, singing, dancing, doing yoga, because that's also a form of creativity. Running, walking, going to the gym. Pilates. Playing with your childhood toys. Whatever your soul wants to do. And you don't have to be repetitive. You do not have to do the same thing every day unless you feel like it. But I want you to find one thing that you absolutely love doing as a child, or that you find deep interest in nowadays. It doesn't matter how cringy it is, because oftentimes we limit ourselves by thinking like, oh my god, I don't want to look at my childhood toys, like I don't even want to touch them, even though I would love to know how it would feel now that I'm an adult. How would it feel if I played with this shit now? Like, this shit is magical as fuck, okay? So I don't want you to limit yourself in any fucking way. Choose one thing. Let your cringe run wild. Oh my god, there's a bug. Okay, to be cringe is to be free, and I need you to step into that more and more and more throughout the next 4 weeks. So one big part of this is wearing whatever the fuck you want. It is embracing yourself however the fuck you want. It is putting different makeup on, doing your makeup differently, putting stars over your face, but using eye glitter, like whatever it is. Embrace your vibrant self more. Okay? Now for the last daily task, number 4, it is surrendering. The most simplest thing of them all. Okay, I want you to keep like an inner mental tab, or like a literal tab on your phone or laptop throughout the day, where you catch yourself worrying about shit. Okay, I want you to be conscious about what you're worrying, what you're stressing about during the day. And then as you move through the day and you catch yourself worrying, you catch yourself having these like dark, anxious, stressful thoughts or whatever the fuck, I want you to catch yourself and to rewire them. Okay? And now this may sound insane at first, especially if you have never been like confronted with this concept in any way. But I want you to catch yourself in that moment, and I want you to say to yourself, or to God, or whatever you believe in. Okay? And this goes for if you have no belief at all. It doesn't matter. what you believe in, okay? But like, trust me on this. This doesn't have to be religious. This doesn't have to be like spiritual. This can be purely psychologic if you are not spiritual. I don't care what it is. I don't care what your beliefs are, okay? But I want you to catch yourself. Either surrender it to a higher power or surrender it to yourself. You say to yourself, I surrender this. Oh my god, did you guys see the butterfly? Wow. I surrender this. I offer this to you, divine, universe, God, whoever. I surrender this to you. And now you may not feel it. And also there's a bird looking at me right now. Oh my goodness. Cute. You may not believe in the art of surrendering at first, like at all. But I promise you, the more you do it, even if you just think it or say it out loud or write it down, it doesn't matter. Even if it's not backed up at all by believing in it, at some point it will click. Like this was the same for me when I first started surrendering. And it's not neglecting your issues, it's just realizing that you do not have to be in it alone. You do not have to figure it out alone, because your higher self is there to help you. People are there to help you. The divine is there to help you. You do not have to figure it out alone. That is the biggest illusion ever. And this is coming from somebody like, I used to be so deeply lonely for a majority of my life, okay? Like the second I stepped into public school, I was like, okay, like I'm a loner. So I have some fucking experience, okay? And if I felt this deep loneliness for majority of my life, and I found the power to surrender and realize that I do not have to work through issues alone, fully by myself, then you can do it too. Because I will find the magical power, I will find higher power, I will find the universe, I'll find the divine, whatever the fuck I want to believe in. It has never let me down. Let's move into one of the final topics for this challenge, which is basically that every week has a theme, okay? So we have week 1, which is about observation, like observing what is currently stressing you out, you know? Like I already told you guys to do this like day by day, but the first week I want you to fully devote yourself to that, to fully watching what kind of shit shows are currently unfolding within your mind, what kind of worries you have, what kind of stress you have. Like, write it all down. And this is also something I would love for you guys to do, is get yourself 4 big pages, like blank canvases, paper, whatever. 4 like big papers that you can write on, that you can fill with a shit ton of words, okay? And for each week, I want you to write it all down, and I want you to make it colorful and vibrant as fuck. Like even every week can have like a different color. For example, the first week could be blue, and you just write all your worries on it, you know? So you can keep this huge ass paper where you just write everything down for week number 1, which is all about observing your mind. What lies you keep telling yourself that are simply that, lies, that are not true at all. Write all of your worries down on that piece of paper, and slowly but surely start practicing the art of surrender more and more and more. I also have an affirmation meditation audio on my website that you can download, which is basically me speaking surrender affirmations into your ear for 10 minutes. You can keep it on a loop if that is something that you're interested in. Number 2 is all about removing mental and physical clutter. And now I do not need you to go crazy on the decluttering, to get rid of all the shit you have been wanting to get rid of if that doesn't feel right. Because these things happen in your own natural divine timing, okay? But you gotta do a little something. Maybe it's clearing out your camera roll. Maybe it is deleting old apps or contacts you no longer need. Maybe it is donating some clothes, or selling some clothes, or giving some clothes away. Whatever it is. As I said, you do not need to go crazy. Just do a little something. Like create a little juicy space for the divine to flow through, if you know what I mean. Week number 3. I want you to take your creative habits as seriously as you possibly can. Because throughout the first 2 weeks, you have already been devoted as shit to doing one thing a day that sparks joy in your soul, in your heart. And by then, you will realize what you truly find juicy and entertaining and fulfilling as fuck and what you don't find that. So in week number 3, you will realize, okay, I really enjoyed writing every day. Oh, I really love dancing every day. I really loved playing with my childhood toys every day. Like, I find that shit so fun. I want you to deepen that relationship with that practice, okay? So maybe it is like going to the shop and getting yourself something that your inner child enjoyed deeply, you know? Like, be as unapologetic about it. There are no rules. This is for you and for you only, okay? Take it to the next level in week 3. I'm telling you, this is one of the major key points in this challenge, is to take it seriously as fuck in week 3. Whatever it is, it's different for everyone. Now, week 4, the grand finale, the final week of this challenge, the juicy now or never moments. In week 4, all you have to do is take one step in your career, in your personal life, in your creative life, in your working toward your dream life, that is going to take you one step closer to a certain dream you have been having. Maybe you are destined, and you know it, you're deeply destined to be a musician, to be a singer-songwriter. I want you to take a big step. For example, if you have never recorded a song in your life, get your voice memos app out and record it. It's so easy nowadays. You can literally upload a song from a phone. I've done it too. Or if you've already recorded them, I want you to post it. I want you to take a scary as fuck step, because by that point, you'll already be so deeply in flow state. After 3 weeks of consistent flow state, making flow state a daily ritual, you will feel more ready than ever. And by then you will still feel scared, or not, maybe not, hopefully not. But if you still are, that is totally normal. But I promise you, you have the power to do it by then, okay? You even have the power to do it now, because fear is just an illusion, okay? But especially after those 3 weeks, my intention with this is to prepare you to take the next step, especially in your creative life, in your creative career, you know? Because my whole work is deeply infused by this, by following your heart's desire and realizing your ability to turn it into career, to turn it into success. It is possible. As I said, I really, really love this idea of keeping 4 big papers for each week that you can just like pour a beautiful, vibrant, creative mess onto, you know? And in the middle you can write like week 1. I want you to have a beautiful, flowy, fun, physical representation of the soul work that you're doing. I also highly recommend if you keep a checklist for yourself for all the daily routines and habits that I mentioned in the beginning, okay? And also one more thing I want to say is that you do not have to do those routines that I mentioned in the beginning like one by one. Just find what suits yourself. You know, just because I said that you should be present in your lunchtime, maybe that lunchtime is the only time you have freely in your day where you can doom scroll. Find another time to be more present, you know. Take big chunks from this challenge, but make it your own. It is your life. There are no rules. This is not public school. You will not be harassed by a teacher if you don't do something that you do not want to do. Make it your own. Do one thing for sure. Do not go on your phone first thing in the morning. Thank you very much. So this is the Free and Flow Summer Challenge. I'm so excited for you. if you decide to join me. And by the way, if Monday, the 13th of July 2026 is now the time, save this episode, do it at a later time. Do it in winter time. It doesn't matter when the fuck you do this. What matters is that you show up for yourself in some way. Even if you don't do this challenge at all, but you took something away from this episode, this is fucking great. Be proud of yourself. Be more proud of yourself. Don't see yourself as a failure. Even if you find yourself doom scrolling first thing in the morning. Like, it's fine, honey. No one's coming to, like, bite your ass. Don't worry. I also want to mention, if you would like to dive deeper into this whole concept, and if you would like some extra juicy support, I offer life coachings on my website, as well as a juicy course called The Easy Life, which consists of 4 private podcast episodes. It is basically a juicy private podcast where I go deeply into the beautiful arts of surrendering, decluttering even. Like, there's a whole episode about decluttering your entire life. And so much more. Like, it is such a juicy orbit you can put yourself into. Anyway, my beautiful angel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for choosing to be a part of this journey in one way or another. I hope the wind was not interfering, because I don't know yet. I will find out when I edit this. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here, and I just wanted to give you this gift because I'm just so incredibly grateful for how beautiful this community is growing and how many people are inspired by what I post. Like, this is so fucking cool. Like, sometimes I'm reading a message and I'm just like speechless and like, wow, thank you so much for believing in me and trusting me with what I share, and that you're inspired by it, because this is like all I want to do. Like, I just want to make you happy. I want to inspire the fuck out of you, because I know how great it feels to have like a beautiful strike of inspiration, you know, because why do we think we have to do it alone? We don't have to inspire ourselves. We can find inspiration in so many different things, and I just want you to find it and to use it in whatever part of my work that you do, you know, like whether it's like, oh, you like my funky, whimsical jewelry, or you like my podcast, or you like what I post on Instagram, and like all the other things I do. Like, you used to like my tarot readings, or like whatever. I just love you so much, and consider this a gift of appreciation from yours truly. And I wish you a beautiful, juicy time. And I cannot wait to see you again. I will see you very soon on Heartspace Atelier. Bye.